Welcome back to the official Thompson Resume Writing Company YouTube channel. I am Tamika Thompson. I'm the owner and resume writer at Thompson Resume Writing Company. And for this video, I'm going to be sharing some instances where you should say no to a job offer. Now, contrary to popular belief, just because an employer offers you a role or offers you a job, you do not have to take it. In the same way that recruiters and employers can reject us, reject our resumes, say that they're moving forward with another candidate, say that we're not a good fit for them, yada yada yada, we too can do the same thing. We can reject and choose to not accept a job offer if it is given to us. There are some cases where accepting a job may not be the best idea, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. First on this list is if pay-wise or salary-wise you feel as though you're being lowballed and you feel like you're not being paid what you deserve or what you're worth. Before you officially start your job search, as part of your pre-job search strategy and putting together an official job search strategy, you should be researching what you should be making based on your experience, your skills, and your background. You should not hop into your job search and start applying to jobs and start throwing out, salary expectations unless you have a particular figure in mind based off of those facts. And there are plenty of websites that you can go to. Even a quick Google search will show you how much you're supposed to make given your title, your experience, etc. If you receive a job offer that you feel is significantly lower than what you should be making, maybe it's below market standards, maybe you feel as though you may be experiencing pay or gender discrimination for any reason, you do not have to accept that offer. Piggybacking off of the first point, number two is if you feel like negotiating what you do deserve in terms of salary and pay is a hassle. So maybe you email them back saying, thank you so much for the opportunity. I would love to join the team, but I would love, if my salary was X dollar amount instead of this, because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I can do X, Y, Z. I deserve this. If you have to go back and forth too many times, and if you feel as though you're getting a lot of pushback for negotiating your salary and getting what you feel like you should be making, you can go ahead and just retract altogether and just rescind and say, you know what, thanks for the opportunity, but this is not going to be a good fit for me. Sometimes I've heard of instances where people who felt like they negotiated their salary for significantly higher, some people felt like because they negotiated their salary, they felt like when they started the position, maybe the expectations that the employer or that their boss had of them was unrealistic, or that they were expected to work harder because, they were awarded this extra money. You're not necessarily rewarded extra money. You're getting or receiving what you deserve based off of your experience and what you can do and the value you can bring. You shouldn't be penalized or experience any type of retaliation because they decided to give you more money, which is what they should have done in the first place. So sometimes if going back and forth to get more money is proving to be too much of a hassle or too much of a headache, or there's too much back and forth, you can just say nah altogether. Next on this list is if majority of the employee reviews are negative and are not good. I say all the time, Indeed and Glassdoor are like the ultimate tool that any person needs to decide if a work environment is toxic or not. On those sites, people can be anonymous and they will absolutely 100% spill all of the tea. They'll talk about whether they feel like they're being paid fairly. They'll talk about management and how they're treated. They will also talk about benefits. They will tell everything. And so if you look on Indeed or you look on Glassdoor and like 78% or maybe I would say more than 50% of the reviews are negative of the company, of the work environment, then accepting that job offer is something that you may want to reconsider. Because if existing people are already unhappy, what makes you feel like you are going to experience anything different? The next thing on this list is a big one, and that is if you did not like how you were treated during the interview process or throughout the job application process. So maybe they took a really long time to get back to you. Maybe there was poor communication between you and the recruiters, or between you and the managers and the parties, whatever it was. They took way too long to get back to you. Maybe you felt like somebody was rude or disrespectful, or maybe they gave you just like some off energy. That is a reason to say no. I like to say that the way you are treated during the interview sometimes can reflect how you may be treated as an employee. And if they don't care enough to be respectful and to be kind or to be appropriate or whatever during the process, that is a telltale sign that you are probably going to encounter some sort of a struggle once you get into that position. So if you don't like how you were treated throughout the interview process, if something rubbed you the wrong way, or maybe you just caught a vibe and you didn't like it, that is a reason to say no or say pass. Next on this list is if you get any kind of toxic energy, bad vibes, or anything like that. And I know everybody's version of toxic is different, so what's toxic to you may look different for somebody else, but whatever toxic is for you, whatever is on your list, and you're getting that type of energy from this job, you can absolutely say no. And I did do a video on this that I shared to my channel not too long ago about a job that I had taken, and I saw all of the red flags from jump, but I still took it anyway and ended up having like the worst experience ever. So figure out what your red flags are. What are some things that may make you uncomfortable? So before you start job searching, you may want to think about what are some things that you would consider toxic? What are some red flags to be on the lookout for that you don't want to deal with, don't want to put up with, and that would make you kind of step away from this position? And again, it's different for everybody, but once you encounter whatever those things are, you know immediately, and this is nothing that I want no parts of this, I'm out. Last on this list is simply if you have a gut feeling. And I say this all the time, spirit, senses, intuition never lies. If something, whatever it is telling you, nudging at you, that this position may seem like a bad idea or working for this company may be a bad idea, listen to that feeling and do not ignore it, because if you ignore it, you're probably going to put yourself through something that you don't have to endure. And if you listen to it, you can avoid that altogether. If you happen to come across any of the things that we just talked about in this video, please run for the hills, say no, reject that offer, and save yourself some stress. I wish this was a list, or I wish this was a video that I came across earlier in my career, maybe 6-7 years ago. It would have saved me from being in so many toxic work environments. Is there a reason why you rejected a job offer that was not listed in this video? If so, go ahead and comment down below. I'd be interested in hearing your story. If you enjoyed watching this video and maybe you learned something new, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you need assistance with your resume, feel free to reach out to me. You can visit my website at www.thompsonresumes.com. You can also email me directly at hello@thompsonresumes.com. For more career, resume, and job search information and content from me, feel free to connect with me on social media. My Instagram is @_Mika Thompson, and my LinkedIn profile name is Tamika Thompson. Also subscribe to my email list, and the link to do so is in the description box down below. If you are watching this video and you're not subscribed to my channel but you enjoyed what you saw, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can join my growing YouTube community. And again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week with another helpful video. Bye!